is up, boys? What is up? We are back. Duct Tape Dynasty in the house. We are back. It is sadly the 2022 NFL season has come to an end. I am sad to say. Pretty bummed out. Got a new soundboard though, boys. Got some news. You can see we're still actively working in the Duct Tape Dynasty laboratories, getting things. How's my volume, boys? I've got a new soundboard over here. Okay, so trying to get everything dialed in as far as temperature of volume and whatnot. So if I need to be a little bit louder, let me know. I can push myself up. As I told you before, the old soundboard broke, right? Well, the first soundboard broke. Bought a new soundboard. That one was good, but I really wanted a better one. So then went out and spent a whole bunch of money on a better one, and then it started reprogramming itself in the middle of me trying to broadcast, so I had to get rid of that one. Anyway, took forever to get the refund. I had to call Amazon like 312 times. Finally got a refund back from them, and then ended up spending even more money and got a new soundboard. But check it out. Look, we got sounds again. So this is my sound for how fast the NFL season went. There you go. So how cool is that, right? I mean, no, I'm an idiot, or as someone would say,
I'm your nightmare.
Yeah. Anyway, what's up, boys? I'm excited. We got new equipment. We got, obviously, you saw a new countdown going on there. We got some new background stuff. We got all sorts of things going on, all sorts of plans that I'm excited for next season. Got a bunch of things planned for the off season as well. Some shows that we'll be doing. Of course, we definitely have the highlights when it comes to NFL in terms of the draft will come up, and then we'll have schedule releases, and we'll have to do some fun shows as well. Like, we'll have to do some Mount Rushmore shows. And what I mean by that is like, who's your Mount Rushmore of, quarterbacks? So your top 4 quarterbacks of all time, something like that. Those are always fun to do. Those can be interactive as well, so it gets all of us involved. But definitely going to have some things out there for the draft, for any, once free agency gets up and running, and we'll be filling in. But obviously, it's not going to be a weekly show during the off season. Fortunately, F1 is about 2 weeks away. If you haven't checked out F1. If you haven't watched Drive to Survive on Netflix, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was not at all interested. But a few guys convinced me to try it out, and I tried it out. And the first 2 or 3 shows, I was like, oh, okay, this is cool, but boy, it didn't take long, and then all of a sudden I was hooked. There's been 4 seasons of it. I think each episode's an hour or more. I mean, but the footage they have from these cars is just, F1 is a mainly European thing, and my gosh, man, they have done it right when it comes to how to do TV and whatnot for race cars. I mean, dude. So anyway, made me an avid F1 fan. The boys are into it as well, so we'll do some F1 shows. That's about to get started pretty soon. Right now, actually, the new liveries, the new looks for the new cars are being released all this week. I don't know if that makes national news or not. F1 becoming more popular in the States, so it is getting more highlights on things like ESPN. Let's see. Let me look at the comments here, boys. Yep, blah, blah, blah. Little more volume. We need more volume. Okay, here we go. How about that? There we go. How's that on volume? Basically where we should be. By the way, I always ask you where we should be on volume. If you don't know where to set your volume, when I'm saying, hey, how am I on sound? You basically want to go to 3/4 volume and I should be at a solid loudness level at 3/4 volume. That way it gives you room to still go up if there's things like vacuum cleaners or whatever in the background. But it's, I don't want to be to where I'm just going to blow your eardrums out if all of a sudden I scream or something, or, I hit a button and it blares something out there. So anyway, if I'm not loud enough when you're at 3/4 volume, let me know. Just throw it in the comments some more, and I'll crank it up here. The soundboard is Gucci. So I've got all sorts of inputs and whatnots that I can do. Looks like I'm going to go like this. Try that out. Anyway, let me know where I'm at. But anyway, so bottom line, yeah, lots of things coming up in the future. And of course, next season, so many ideas out there that I'm excited for. I can't wait. Had Andrew working on a special project. I'm going to try and figure out where to fit that one in. I'm going to probably ask you guys to do a little special project here or there. It'll be a secret from the others, though. So when I ask you to do one of those, keep it a secret, and then you'll see when it gets revealed online during one of the shows. It'll be hopefully some comedic relief. Anyway, but yeah, so the reason we're here, the Super Bowl is over. Fortunately, it was a good Super Bowl, right? What was it? A few years back, the Patriots and Rams, it was like 7-3 or 10-3 or some crap like that. Bro, as long as I never have another one of those, I don't care who's in the Super Bowl. Okay. That was brutal. That was so brutal. So anyway, we had 73 points. And it was an entertaining Super Bowl to watch. It was a fun Super Bowl to be a part of. Can we say that? I don't know. Whatever, be a part of. Whatever. We had our little inside bet. That's what I consider being a part of. Is, we got something on the game. We got our inside bet. We got our, our picks and whatnot that we're going for. So that means, I feel like I'm part of it then. So anyway, with that said, wow. How's that for some HD sound of snot going into the back of my throat? Sorry, fellas. That's, oh, man, sorry. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's see how we ended up. So, there we had it. You guys saw that I posted out there that, oh man, I called the Chiefs ahead of time. It wasn't that big of a call, but I was just trying to get some fanfare there for hopefully I don't know, if I get enough blasts on social media and whatnot, maybe a show will notice it, and eventually someday maybe we'll end up getting in front of some place significant like the McAfee show. Long way to go, though. But, man, I tell you, if you guys haven't seen the level of improvement that we've had over the, 5 weeks that we've all been together, Andrew, how many weeks we been doing this with you? Like 5 total now? I guess with the off season or the post season, it was a little bit more. But anyway, you get it. We've made leaps and bounds of progress in just a short amount of time. I can't wait. I can't wait. I literally can't wait. We have 6 months to wait for NFL to come back. But the positive of that is it does give us a lot of opportunity to continue to improve our look and come up with ideas. By the way, if you guys have ideas for things we could do in the future, next season specifically, definitely shoot the group text some lines, because like I've said, we'll have you guys on phone calls. We'll do some other things. Try and see if I can figure out how to do a FaceTime sort of deal thing. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Lots of time. But let's talk about it. Here we go, boys. So the Super Bowl, we saw it 38-35. Kansas City wins it. Butker, their kicker, he missed that early field goal, or was it an extra point? I can't remember. He doinked it off the pole early on, and Butker is just a good dude, and he's a great kicker. And so I always feel bad for those guys, the kickers, because it's like, it's one of the most finicky jobs out there. I understand you're not a full-blown football player. You know, you're not smashing into dudes' faces on every play, but dude, the finesse you've got to play with and the mental game you've got to have is just, and you're expected to be automatic every time. It's supposed to be guaranteed points anytime you go out there. So when Butker doinked one off the pole, I felt bad for him. So to see him then kick, granted, a chip shot field goal to win it, was just desserts. It made it, because even with a Super Bowl win, not that anything to do with the Super Bowl win can make you feel bad, but you could still potentially walk away from that going, well, yeah, but I didn't contribute. You know, you could, but not anybody, not that anybody with a Super Bowl ring should ever do that. But, so, yep, Kansas City won. The coin flip was tails finally. So the odds were in our favor. And of course it was the over. The total points was at 50.5. And so we ended up with 73 points total. And that's pretty awesome. So our standings after the Super Bowl, obviously I had the perfect week, which was awesome. You know, I'd like to toot my own horn, but whatever. It's 3-0. It's nothing. Dave and Walbert at 1-2. Andrew went out on a limb, and it did not pay off. 0-3. So our totals look like that. I took home the win. Dave brings home second. Andrew manages to stay in third. Did I get that wrong? Hang on. There was something there. We got to get that one to come by again, boys. I got to see if I may have left one off. Let's see. Here comes. There's me. There's Dave. And there's Andrew at 29-17. Wally's at 29 and is that 18 or 16? Oh, crap. I got to go back and look. It's going to determine who gets last place and who does whatever. Sorry, boys. Whatever. We're a work in progress. So anyway, there you see the final standings of the original three of us, and that is what it is. So yeah. So how did the season end up? This was trying to find some filler for the show, because not a lot to talk about, obviously, after a Super Bowl. It was a good Super Bowl. It was a fun Super Bowl, but it was one game. So anyway, I decided let's go over the season standings, and here's how it all worked out in the AFC East. You had Buffalo at 13-3, solid season for those guys. Miami still above 500, New England and New York below 500. In the North for the AFC, Cincy, obviously another solid season. Baltimore, nothing to shake a stick at. Pittsburgh, 9-8. So Tomlin, now I still think he managed to never have a losing season. I can't remember how Andrew, look it up for me real quick. What did the Steelers finish last year? Not this year that we just had, but the year before. I think was that the year that they started out with 11 wins, or was that 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Whatever. I don't think Tomlin has ever had a losing season. And bottom line, you get it. He didn't have a losing season again this year. So now I'm all off of the thing. My scroll is going too fast. There goes the NFC South. Whatever. We're going to wait. I'm waiting, boys. I'm waiting for the old Steelers to come back up again. And we'll pick it up where we are. Let me check on comments here. USFL, not excited about that, Wally. I am not excited for the USFL or the XFL. Although, who knows? I mean, they could put some good products out there. It could happen. There are some things that came to the NFL from the XFL. But NFL is king. And When I get desperate for football, yes, I will go to USFL or XFL or whatever, but I'll have to be pretty desperate for football. So it'll be towards the end of these next 6 months. So there you see it. Pittsburgh 9-8. Cleveland is the only one in the division with a losing record at 7-10. In the South, Jacksonville is the only one with a winning record at 9-8. And then you had Tennessee 7-10. Indy, ouch, 4-12 and ouch. There's Houston. Houston managed with that tie to not get the first pick. So anyway, Kansas City Super Bowl champs 14-3, Chargers 10-7, respectable. And then you got a couple of losers in the division. So let's slide over to the NFC East. Philly, yep, Super Bowl, whatever. Dallas, solid season. And then, yeah, whatever. New York, Washington. New York actually had an okay season. And then Minnesota with a solid year. I mean, only 4 losses all year. That's a pretty darn good year, boys. You know what I'm saying? So 9-7-1 for the Steelers in 21. So he has not had a losing season. That's incredible. Okay, one more thing, Andrew. How many years has Tomlin been the head coach at Pittsburgh? It's been a while. I mean, it's been a while, man. So anyway, there you see the end of the standings. Arizona 4-13. So it is what it is. There's your standings. Yeah, not much more to say about that, boys. All I could say is huge thanks to you guys. This is a blast, man. This is a fun way for us to stay connected. Feels a lot better than just text message, feels a little more personal. I like what we got going, and I think we should definitely keep it up. I want to hear definite opinions on what we should do for next season. All sorts of ideas. No idea is a dumb idea, even though we may not necessarily use it. It does not matter. All the ideas are good ideas, so keep them coming. And shoot, boys, I don't know what else to say. Let's hang out for a second. Let Andrew look up how long Tomlin's been the head coach. And after that, shoot, that's it. That is it. We do have hockey out there that we could potentially get a season 0.5 started on. Dave, calling Dave. And definitely we'll get some folks involved next season. What I'm excited for is in these next 6 months, getting the trials out on, like I said, we'll have some shows, whether it be Mount Rushmore shows and whatnot, but really, I mean, the idea behind it is just to continue to develop, you know what I mean? Like continue to try out new things. Like obviously you saw the countdown was way different today and all that. That's something that I literally just finished minutes before we went live. I had to figure out how to do it. And then of course, put it all, whatever. And then of course we had some sounds and whatnot that we haven't had for a while. So I had all those. I spent time during the week programming this whole thing out and getting us going. But bottom line is over the 15 years. Wow. 15 years. Never had a losing season. Wow. That is impressive. But anyway, yeah, we're going to keep building on this thing. And what I want the idea to be is, what I want to happen is for us to get this turd pretty polished, although it's not a turd, but it was just fun to say, to where then we can do the old, hey, let's shotgun this out via all the socials to all the people that are following us, and saying, hey, check this out. By the way, this is our, this show will be our first of the season. Tune in, blah, 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 all that good stuff. And we'll have a product that entertains folks enough to where they will, they'll come back. And, even if they don't, I'm still having a blast just among us girls. So, yeah. Well, yeah. So that's that, boys. I just want you to know I love you. It's been a blasty blast. the Mighty Ducks for sure. And that's a great name, Andrew. That's fantastic. I like that. Anyway, yeah, with that, I think we're going to, I think this will be our new outro music. I do like that one we had, but I think we're going to go with this one. This is a little bit better, a little bit more upbeat, a little bit more our style. So that said, boys, y'all are awesome. I love you. We'll be talking more. And hey, have a good weekend. And see ya.